It was so good a few days ago, I decided to make another batch of chili. So I hope you like my chili recipe. It's come up recently on a couple messages and on Facebook about the reason I do this. Why do I do this? When I was coming, I, like you, looked all over the internet to try to find good information that was relatively current and could apply to my situation. I found a lot of issues with biased information. Thinking back on that, I decided to share my experiences. A reminder, these are my experiences, my opinions. The question was, are you monetized? Are you doing this for money? Yes, I monetize the videos, but understand, there's only about $1 for every 1,000 views on average that you're going to receive from a YouTube video. So after doing over 60 videos, I have less than $10 in the account. It's called AdSense. And you don't receive that money until you hit a minimum threshold of $100. So I probably won't see anything for 4 or 5 months, which isn't unusual. Yes, there are people on YouTube that are making a ton of money. There's people that have become millionaires. But those are people that are doing professional style videos like Casey Neistat, for example. They're very entertaining, they're funny, there's a lot of production value, and it's for the purpose of their chosen profession of doing videos, editing, and that sort of thing. They're very good, they're entertaining, I love to watch them. That is not what I'm doing. People that are in the category that I'm in, people that are simply sharing experiences and information to a narrow segment. I mean, how many people in the United States, Canada, Australia are really sitting down and making plans to move to Cuenca, Ecuador? Not enough to make me a millionaire. Not enough to make me $1,000 heir. So I'm not doing it for the money. So why do you monetize it? Well, you monetize it because if there's money out there, and it doesn't come from people watching it, if there's money out there, why not collect it, even if it's only $100 every 4 months? Because there is cost to this. Now, set aside the time. The time I put into this for every 6 or 7 minute video is 3 or 4 hours. And I'm not good at this. So imagine if I had really good production value. I have a blog, and that blog has a cost. Every month I have to pay for that blog. Now, if I can find a way to offset some of those expenses, why not? Why throw it away? It's there, it's available, so why not get it? But by you viewing these videos, you're not really going to make me rich. It's for information. And that's the motivation behind it. If I was going to do it for money, I would be doing completely different videos. First of all, I'd find some hot girl that would be very appealing to the eye. That's one sure way to do it. Or if I was handsome, but you know, I'm an old fat guy, so, and I'm pretty boring, I'm pretty dry. So what do I have to offer? I have information to offer. I have an experience. People that are coming here desire to have real experience shared so that they can have some idea of what they might expect. So that's my motivation. Also, if I wanted to make money, it would be a completely different kind of topic. It might be political, it might be, and that might be fun, but that's not the point here. You don't take somebody like me and, you know, try to make them a star. I mean, so again, keep in mind what this is. And what else goes inside the chili? Got red beans that are playing the role of kidney beans. I've got chopped onions that were sweat in some olive oil to start. I've got a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes and burger and those spices. Now, if you're looking for more detailed information that I provide in the videos, you can always send me a message. But I would suggest that you join a couple of the Facebook pages that are out there. One is called Ecuador Expat. Join that one. There's about 10,000 members, I believe. And the other one is Cuenca Expat. There's about 3,000 members. There you can ask all the detailed questions you want. I mean, try not to drive people crazy and annoy them, but there's a lot of people there that are helpful. Now keep in mind that 70% of the information you're going to get is probably outdated or not realistic to what you're going to experience. And not because they're just sitting there lying to you. It's because, and I've emphasized this so many times, it's based on their experience. Your experience can be different, particularly when it comes to obtaining visas or other paperwork. It can drive you crazy because it's not one set of rules, it's whatever it is for that day almost. I realize that they're amateur. That's because I'm an amateur. So while I'm working to get better, they are far from slick. I'm not very funny on video. I'm not the least bit funny on video because I'm really not comfortable doing these. I can't stand the sound of my own voice. I don't care for how I look. I mean, I was young and handsome once like everybody. And I don't intend to really invest money in this. This isn't a going concern. It's certainly not a money-making operation. So what I have is what I'm going to do. What do I have? I've got a Samsung 7 Note cell phone that has a really good camera. I use that a lot because that's with me all the time. I also have a Canon T5, which is great for pictures, has huge limitations for video, but it's what I've got. This camera wasn't really made for videos, but it does a good enough job. It's not the camera's fault. There is a huge problem I have with sound, and I apologize for that. I try all kinds of different ways, but when I spend a lot of time on the video and the sound's not quite right, rather than throw it away or put the rest of my life into it, I'll go ahead and post it up, and I cringe. I realize. Try to look at these as it's for the information. It's not for your entertainment. I wish it was. I wish I were entertaining. I wish I was funny. I wish you could, oh my God, I can't wait till the next video comes out because it just makes my day. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of talent. View it for the information. If you're not newly arrived, or if you're not planning to come here, then there's really not a lot of reason to watch these videos because I don't have that entertainment value. And people that have been here for a while, year, 2 years, 3 years, this is old hat to them. So not only they're not getting entertained, but they're probably getting bored to death because they've been through all this. They've heard these questions a million times. They know their own solutions, their own answers. I do have one that falls into that category, and he insists on watching every video. And if you look at a lot of videos, I have one dislike, and it's that person. And I know where he is and all of that, and it's kind of funny to me. If you really don't like any of my videos, stop watching them. It's not for you. I do these for people that are looking for real life experience. I'm planning to come here, and so if you expect a slick production, don't hold your breath. I try to avoid any personal information. I don't tend these to be about me. I'm not comfortable with that. There may be exceptions now. They're not about me. I have gotten great feedback, and I really appreciate it. It's nice to know that this is helping people. That's the purpose. So what goes into the chili? Well, we've got here garlic powder, ground red peppers, cumin, oregano leaf, and for pepper I use my dried and ground papaya seeds. Kill those pesky little amoebas. Last thing I'll mention is there's a couple other channels that I found helpful before I came, and I still watch them to this day. One is HML Family. It's about a family that came to Ecuador 5 going on 6 years ago. One of the sons is actually partnered up with an Ecuador woman who I believe are getting married this month. And they helped me find a place to live when I first arrived here. Very nice people, nice family. I think they must have about 1,000 videos by now, so if you can't find some good information there, you're not looking. Also, there's Hobo Traveler. Now, he travels all around the world. I can relate to it because I've been to 18 different countries. I've lived in 3 different countries outside of the US. And so a lot of the things he does, I watch because of that. But he has some good videos about Cuenca and just traveling in general. So you might find those useful. He's got a zillion of them too, so you might have to do some searching to find what pertains to you. Now, a recent arrival to Cuenca is a cute couple, Karen and Slava. She's from New York City, but actually has relatives here in Cuenca, Ecuador. And he's from, I believe, Israel or by way of somewhere else. I don't recall exactly. But they're a very handsome couple. They are new here, so they don't really have much information on experience of being here. But they found a really interesting niche, and that's restaurant reviews. They go to different restaurants and they'll do a 5 to 10 minute video talking about their experience and how the food was that they got, which I appreciate, and I think a lot of people in Cuenca appreciate. That's something that's been needed. Now, they're going to be in the same boat as me. They're not going to make any money off that because it's such a narrow niche. But it's definitely worth taking a look at. They're entertaining, they're talented, and they could actually make money if they chose some different kind of topic. But I appreciate that they're doing those restaurant reviews. I hope that answers the questions of some people that have been messaging me, some conversations I've been in on Facebook about the purpose of doing this. Why did I decide to monetize? I hope they bring value to you. Now it's ready to eat. Cubes of cheddar, Monterey Jack, slice of fresh bakery bread, and good to go.
You know you could.